So you think you know Wix, but do you really? First up, we've got shape video masks. You can use.
Sorry about that.
A bunch of skill points. Let's get ready to stream. It's been a while. I got oh, excuse me. I got some new subscribers. That's pretty cool. In fact, I reached 200. That's the last time I've streamed. I honestly don't know how to celebrate 200. I celebrated 100, you know, interpersonally. I don't know. Cause all the stuff seems so cliche, and it's just like, you know, the growth lately has been fucking insane, dude. Like, hold on. This is my this is my subscribers over the last 90 days. Like that's the most recent, right? That's like probably like the tail end of the Jesse gender video, I think. Like holy shit. Right? Hold on. Okay, yeah, it's the tail end of the Jesse gender video. But yeah. Like I haven't experienced growth like that since I dropped the Jesse gender video and the Soul Bunny video back to back, and they both fucking popped off a little bit, you know? I haven't really grown a lot since then. Like, I think that those two videos brought me from like 30 subscribers, like 38, I think, to shit, 120. And then I grinded it out to about 180 or 175 or so, and then I don't even know why. Just shit's been popping off. Let me make sure everything's good. Everything looks good over here. Shit's just been popping off. And I'm not gonna complain about that, because it's cool. Popping off is quite swag, I think. I'm gonna wait a little bit. I'm gonna wait a good 3 minutes. Just to maybe get some people in here. I have more segments than usual today, so it's gonna be a longer stream. I'm testing out streaming for longer. I might even, let me see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, I have 5 segments lined up. Honestly, I might just start popping them out daily. I think a stream every 6 days is sustainable. So if I can pop shit out, just boom, 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 boom. That'd be sick, dude. Hold on, let me make this a little quieter. It'd be fucking sick to be able to just pop them out, you know? Like a baby. And it would also give me more time to work on bigger videos, because eventually I do want to pick back up into making the like proper videos, I guess. But just for now, I'm leaning heavy into streaming. And if I am not spending time streaming, then I can spend time making bigger videos and making those commentary videos that do all right. Frankly, I just make them because I like making them, but people like watching them too, is the thing. So it's a win-win, you know. It's a nice little prize that I can give to myself. Ooh, I might have a 6th segment. I don't know if I can babble about that for long enough. Goddamn. We got 2 concurrent viewers. Wowie. 2 viewers, 3 likes. Don't know how that works, but it does apparently. So it's been 5 minutes since I've hopped on, which means it's about time for segments. You know, in the future, I want to make this sort of in-between time longer. But honestly, I just don't know how. So, this is what you get. This is what you get. Okay, well. First one we got here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let me pull up. Okay. I think I got the prep ready. And I think I'm ready to turn the fan off in the background. Hold on. I don't even know if that gets picked up on the mic, but it's kind of distracting from me. Yeah. My channel. What I say goes. Alright. So, let me just hit the nice little record button. Bless me. Oh man. Oh, this segment's starting out great. Alright. Oliver Anthony. Who is he? Hell if I know. He's ginger. That's about all I know right now. But on a serious note, Oliver Anthony has made a song. Has made a song. I'll put it as that. He's made a bad song. And I've been forced to see it almost everywhere. Called Rich Men North of Richmond. Now, before I say anything, I just want to say, put on your thinking caps. Where is Richmond? What is Richmond? Well, Richmond is in Virginia. More specifically, it's the capital city of Virginia. But let's put our historical thinking caps on. Wait a second. Virginia. Oh yeah. Richmond, Virginia is the capital city of the Confederacy. Now, of course, we all know the right is no stranger to Confederate apologia and nowadays Confederate support. However, it's just nice to see it so loud, you know? But I think we should get into it, and I got some more to say after, and I got something to say during. So let's go.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime.
We can already tell he's a reverb merchant. Sorry. Some people would say his voice is good. I disagree. He's a reverb merchant. He lives and dies off of reverb. Plus, I just don't like country twang. It sounds annoying and it's so performative. He can sing loudly. He can sing loudly for sure. I don't know about well.
Hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away. Drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to.
Like, so far, nothing too terrible, you know? It's just fucking, like, boomer shit. Whereas, I hate my life and my job and my family. It's just that shit, you know? Nothing too bad so far. But here is where it starts to get bad. It's maybe even a little cringe, some may say.
People like me, people like you, wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is. Living.
What they're doing to people like me, to people like you, wish I could wake up and have it not be true, but it is. What are they doing? Who is they? What's happening? Well, let's find out. Now that we have an opposition established and a a person we're supposed to root for in this story. Let's see what happens.
Living in the new world with an whole soul.
New World Old Soul is fucking cringe. Just point blank. It's fucking cringe, dude.
These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know.
Here's the funny thing. Said rich men north of Richmond. You know, he's referring to DC, obviously, because he's a fucking weirdo. Said rich men north of Richmond fought a whole war because your people wanted to control people. I don't know, not looking too good for you, man. It's just typical conspiracy bullshit. The right always does this. They find a new guy. They find a guy. Just a guy. And they say, wow, this is the guy. And then they prop him up and they give him this huge platform for the next 2 months. He's touring on Fox News. He's blowing up. He's making concerts. He's doing concerts. He's speaking in public. And then a couple months later, just down. You never hear from him again. Most notably, we have Kyle Rittenhouse, who, shot a guy. And then the right was like, holy shit, you shot a guy? Fucking based. And they propped him up for about 2 months. For about 2 months, maybe a little more, maybe 3. And then after those 2 or 3 months, you just don't hear from him. It's just right down the drain. It's gonna happen again. It happens every time.
What you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, 'cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the red.
Why is your dollar not worth anything, Oliver Anthony? Would you care to explain? Would you care to explain inflation and why the worker is mistreated in the modern day? Would you care to explain, Mr. Anthony? No? Okay.
Rich men, north of rich men.
Oh, it's because of those filthy Yankees up north. That's the only reason. Okay.
I wish politicians would look out for minors, and not just minors on an island somewhere. Lord.
What? Bro, I need closed captioning on this guy. Holy shit. His accent is so strong. He speaks like a he speaks like a fucking West Virginian, dude. He speaks like he is inbred in the mountains of Appalachia for like generations.
Minors, and not just minors on an island somewhere. Lord.
What? I wish politicians would look out for minors and not just minors on an island somewhere. Clearly, I'm pretty sure in reference to Epstein's Island. Epstein, who harbored or flew out your idol, Donald Trump. My idol would never. Chew would never. She would never be on Epstein's Island. But yours would, and yours has. So I don't know how to tell you. But is this framing Epstein's Island being shut down as a bad thing? Like I'm genuinely confused what what he's getting at.
We got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the whole beast milking welfare.
That's just not true, though. Welfare queens were a myth made up by Reagan to slash the welfare system, just to borderline kill the welfare state. That's just not true, is it? I'm sure he believes it is, but it is a myth. It is entirely made up. And the reason that there are people homeless on the street that don't have anything to eat and cannot afford housing and cannot afford to live isn't because people on welfare can be fat. Like, what? Just no correlation whatsoever.
God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds, young man.
So we have one line about Epstein's Island, then we have like a whole bridge about how much he hates fat people. I have a Mr. Anthony. As a true Southern man myself, and and a man on the larger side of the spectrum. I have some news for you. Go down to the South. Come down to Texas. Come down to Texas. Come down to Louisiana. Come down to Mississippi. Come down to I don't think Georgia is as fat. They're pretty fat. But come down to Florida. Come down to the Carolinas. What are you gonna see? A bunch of bloated ass fat fucks. Southerners, I like a lot of them. But goddamn if they aren't fat, dude. Come down to the South for one single day. I have lived here my whole life. I have been bouncing around between Mississippi and Texas. Both are fat as shit. Like, dog. You know what I think of when I think of the South? Hold on. Let me see. Pig. Hold on. Fat pig in suspenders with straw hat. When I think a good Southern man, this is what I think of. I don't know. Too rich. This is what I think of when I think Southern man. You know? You know, a little chunky, got his farmer gear on, got his suspenders. This is the most Southern man ever. You know, he's got the little necktie, he's got the suspenders, he's got the hat, and he's got some junk in the trunk. That is a Southern man. That is a Southern person. I'm sorry, but Southerners, pretty fat.
They're putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down.
Yeah, man. I'm sure that white guys have a whole lot of problems.
Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just
Damn.
wake up and it not be true, but it is. All it is, living in
Is this what you chose for the chorus? Is that the bridge to chorus? Hold on.
the new world.
No way, that's the chorus. Dog. That's a weak ass chorus. I know about 10 albums where every single chorus on them is 20 times stronger than that. Hold on. We're doing some research. Hold on. Sorry. This is what a real chorus sounds like.
Riding a new Maybach, my bitch too flooded. Goddamn, my bitch, she flooded. How the nigga done for real, I love her. All the some bitches calling my number. And wanna see us happy, I understand. She's not my number one. Don't let her take you under. Ask Cheyenne how she got my number.
That's a real chorus. Start competing with that, and maybe I'll take you seriously. Until then, boo.
With an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows.
Again, Richmond, north of Richmond, referring to DC, from the perspective of the what's it called? The Confederate capital.
They all just wanna have what you think. Wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, 'cause you're...
Here's the funny thing. Republicans are actively trying to control how people think. And for those of us who want to stick around for the later in the stream, we're gonna see some of that. And for people who are seeing this as a YouTube video, you know, watch some of my other videos, you'll see that as well. But Republicans are actively controlling what people are allowed to think within their states. We have bills in multiple Republican states outlawing expression of gender, outlawing expression of certain ideas. Well, they haven't gotten that far, but you're not allowed to teach certain ideas in a professional setting. For better or worse. Like, I don't believe you should be able to teach Nazism in a professional setting. But for better or worse, people are not allowed to teach certain ideas, mostly left-leaning, in a public professional space. So controlling what you think and what you do, that sounds like a y'all problem. Me personally, I believe that each personal human being should be able to control themselves and be given the resources to control themselves through an assertion of positive freedom. And when I say positive freedom, what do you mean? Negative freedom is, well, you have the freedom to rent an apartment, but your landlord has the freedom to kick you out any single time he feels like it. Positive freedom would be you have the freedom to rent an apartment that is subsidized by the government in certain income brackets to help you keep yourself on your feet, to where your landlord will not be able to as easily kick you out. That is positive freedom.
Your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men know the rich men.
This shit boring as hell.
I've been selling my soul.
Oh shit, he's still going.
Working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay.
And why is that? First of all, you own a farm. I don't know about that one. Okay. Now that that's over, who is Oliver Anthony? Well, Oliver Anthony is a person with 19 songs. That is it, 19. Who has allegedly, I will add allegedly, been heavily astroturfed by the right. Why do I say this? Because this person did not exist a week ago. This person was within 1 to 2 days. Like, you look at every single right-wing account who has been astroturfing this movement, it has been like 9 days ago, 10 days ago, 9 days ago, 10 days ago, 8 days ago, 8 days ago, 9 days ago, 9 days ago, 1 day ago, 2 days ago, 9 days ago, 10 days ago. And when somebody has that many sources of influence, spreading their message, there is only one explanation: astroturfing. Or in the music context, we have industry plants. Industry plants aren't necessarily bad, and astroturf movements aren't necessarily bad. You can astroturf good things, but you can also astroturf bad things. And when the right is pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing this Confederate sympathizer who wants those damn Yankees dead, I think that's pushing a bad thing. Personally, that's just me though. But let's see what else he has to offer. Oliver Anthony music.
That whole...
He couldn't even, get Oliver Anthony. His name's Oliver Anthony music. But let's see what else he's got to say. He hasn't released a single album, by the way. This is all just collection of singles. Let's listen to I've Got to... Ooh. Actually, 90-some Chevy. Let's listen to that.
Darling, mine is like a 90-some Chevy. rides just right
Okay.
when you turn her on.
How do you not know how to write some? It's S. You claim to be a Southern man, Oliver Anthony, but you don't even know how to write the word some. It's SUMN. 90 some Chevy. Not 90 some Chevy. That's like 3 unrelated words just popping together. It's 90 some. 90 some Chevy. It's not 90 some Chevy. You say some when you want to like estimate. For people who don't know somehow. When you say some, it means estimation basically. If you don't even know how you're not Southern. You're not Southern. I'm sorry.
That old darling of mine is like a 90-some Chevy. She rides just right when you turn her on. The only thing.
This is the least sexy song about sex I may have ever heard. Holy shit. Fucking women everywhere are getting dry right now.
Better than that old 350s when she's running up to kiss me. When I get home, it's been a hard day. I tell you, darling, it's been a long week. Might have to load up the dog, go and listen to the frogs.
Live view of women. All women. Right now. Live view.
We can take her night.
Dry.
Dry.
Live view. Every single woman in the world right now. Just dry.
Left side saying good. Oh, ain't telling where we'll go back.
Women watching this. How does this song make you feel? Does it make you feel riled up? Let me know in the comments below. My like 30% woman audience, who like 29% are probably trans. not meaning as an insult, but let's just, anyways, I think that's about it for this segment. I like that segment. Alright, that was a good segment, I think. Yeah, what is game style? What? Where is Gangnam Style? What the fuck? What's going on? What? He hasn't released a single album. This is all just... What the fuck's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I have no clue where Gangnam Style will be playing from. What the fuck? What? Is it playing from this? No? Is it playing from this? Oh. Where the heck is Gangnam Style playing from? Oh my god. What the fuck?
Gangnam Style.
I'm so confused. It's playing from my mic? Hold on. Oh my god. It's a macro. Oh my god. Fuck. Oh my god. How do I stop it? Okay. Holy shit. Somehow I ended up pressing left control and minus at the same time. Women Everywhere Gangnam Style starts playing. Holy shit. Dog, that's a legendary ass segment. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, then the connection's back. Okay. Holy shit. We're back. We're so back. We're extraordinarily back. Oh my god. So, earlier, I spoke about how the right... Oh. Alright, so earlier in the stream, I spoke about how the right is trying to control what people think. And, I think I got a good example here. PragerU, the kids show. Now this is an older video. This is an older one. I just decided to get right into segments because the stream can only get better. But this is an older PragerU video. But this video has just been approved for showing in schools. I believe only in Florida. However, Florida is a large state with a large populace. Not a lot of kids there, but there's a lot of old people. And there's a lot of people, period, in Florida. So I feel this is important. And even if it was in Wyoming, I'd still feel it was important. But, let's see what, the right wants your kids to know about Christopher Columbus.
Oh.
You know, I had brain pop growing up. Kids nowadays have free thinker Leo.
Hey,
What's up with the face? You look stressed.
I'm just doing some research. Was today weird for you?
Yeah, how'd you guess?
Columbus Day.
Or Native American Day, or Indigenous Peoples Day? It's weird,
Based.
right?
Yeah, some of the teachers at my school really don't like Christopher Columbus and don't think he should have a holiday, but some do.
Based. We shouldn't celebrate genocidal maniacs who were terrible even for their time.
The same with my
Like, I get celebrating George Washington. I'm a bit of a Washington fan, you know? But celebrating people who were terrible even for their time is it's a bit yikes, I'd say.
teachers, and even some kids got into arguments about it today. You finding any good info?
Kinda, but it's real mixed. The side against Columbus says he was a really mean guy who spread slavery, disease, and violence to people who would have been better off if he'd never gone to the New World.
True.
Ouch.
I know, but the side for him says he was a really courageous guy who loved exploring, inspired generations, and spread Christianity and Western civilization to people who really benefited from new ways of thinking and doing things.
How did he spread Christianity, Leo? Please explain. Please give me a point-by-point explanation of how he did it. We live in a world where people are multifaceted, where both things of these can be true. Was Christopher Columbus a genocidal maniac? Hell yes. Did he inspire people to maybe, explore? Probably. I'm sure there are journal writings of explorers inspired by Columbus. Both of these things can be true. And I think the adventurous spirit of Columbus should be acknowledged as a good thing. However, enslaving people for sugar and tobacco, not very good. Bad, actually. This is a man who went into the Bahamas and the Indies. That is why they're called the Indies, because Christopher Columbus, dumbass, thought it was India. But he went in there, saw the people, and said, this looks real nice. So he enslaved them and forced them to burn down their own villages to make farmland. Holy shit, dude. Like,
Things.
That sounds really good.
I know.
What do you think? Which side is right?
I don't know. It seems really complicated, but both sides are just giving their opinions. It would be cool to hear from.
The difference is one of their opinions is like backed up by, factual reports and first-hand sources, and the other is just but America.
The source. Huh?
You want us to go talk to Christopher Columbus, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. I hope he's not mean. Don't be alarmed, sir.
Don't worry about it. I'm wrapping up the wildest journey maybe that anyone's ever taken. Nothing phases me. What, you from the future?
How'd you guess?
Either that or Indians? I've kinda had a hard time telling who's what lately.
I'm Layla. He's my brother Leo, and we need to learn about you.
We live 500 years from now, and there's a holiday for you, but it's really controversial and we're confused.
Nice! I have a holiday? Well, caramba! I should! I've worked so hard to get to this point, and what I just accomplished was insane!
Will you tell us about your journey?
Allow me to give you a little biographical information so it all makes sense.
Okay.
I was raised in the port town of Genoa along the Mediterranean Sea. My papa was a wool weaver, and most boys
Fixed it.
just did whatever their dads did. But I was different. Every day I would look out at the sea and wonder what was out there beyond just what I could see.
He'd be like, oh, wait, hold on. Does the chat box still work? Hold on. Okay, well, I don't know if chat works, but he'd be like a woman on my ship, witch, then kill her with a rock. True, based. Hold on. Let me look this up. Were there women on Columbus's ship? I want to see. 2 of the 4. Hey, there was 4 women, and 2 of them were Roma. So, take that.
I see what you did there.
Inclusive king.
So you were curious?
See? And so as a teenager and a young man, I did everything I could to cure my curious nature. I volunteered for all kinds of crazy sea adventures, and I took my first one at 14.
Whoa.
Yeah, and soon sailed to Iceland, Ireland, and Africa. I taught myself to read, learn
Whatever you do, do not ask Christopher Columbus what he did in Africa.
many languages, and read everything I could about geography, astronomy, and exploration, including my favorite.
I don't really know. I'm just assuming it was bad because it was a white person in Africa. So I'm just assuming they did something bad.
Book, The Travels of Marco Polo.
Marco.
Polo.
Okay?
Oh, it's a game we play in swimming pools.
Nah. Hold on. Wasn't Christopher... Hold on. I will not stand for this. The Italian erasure. I will not stand for this. Christopher Columbus was not Hispanic. He was Italian. You damned misinformation peddlers. You can't even get a man's nationality right. But you trust me to show this to my kids. Nah, I'm good. He'd be like, oh, another harlot. Real.
Never mind.
Never mind? Marco Polo is the greatest explorer who ever lived. In fact, the trade routes he wrote of and their closing is basically why I'm here right now.
What do you mean?
Well, First, the writings of his amazing journey to the Far East inspired me to be an explorer. But then, 40 years ago, when the Muslims conquered Constantinople and closed...
Not like a specific, you know, empire or a caliphate, just the Muslims. Yeah, just the Muslims. I think that at this time it would have been the Byzantines? Yeah, the Byzantines, you know? I think so. Who blocked the Silk Road? The Ottomans. I was almost right. Yeah, the Ottomans blocked off, not the Muslims, not every single one of them, but the Ottomans blocked off the trade routes, the Silk Road, among others. This isn't just a Muslim thing. It's not like Muslims are jumping onto roads to block them.
Down the Silk Road, they made it impossible to get by land from Europe to Asia.
When he says Muslims, he means Ottomans.
And that opened up the desire and opportunity to figure out a path by the sea.
What was so
Hold on. Fucking... Okay. First of all, why would you go around Africa? That's just stupid. It's so wasteful. Personally, just me. You can go through here, you know? You can go whoa, down through here, and boom, you're there. It's not that hard.
An opportunity to figure out a...
It's really not that hard. Just go through this straight. Unless it didn't exist yet, which in that case, too bad, so sad. But going around Africa, it's fucking stupid. Unless you are doing a little trading in here, you know? Going to Madagascar, getting some shit from Somalia, you know? I don't know if Somalia existed. Getting some shit from Mali. Getting some shit from just Arabia. just Arabia.
Path by the sea.
what was so important about getting from Europe to Asia?
Leo,
You dumb bitch, it's trading.
we want to trade. They have so much cool stuff in places like India, China, and the Spice Islands.
Let me guess. Spices.
Let me guess. Opiates?
Smarty pants. If you tried our Middle Ages European food, you would know how much we need those spices.
So you wanted to...
Dog, if I tried modern European food, y'all still need it. Fucking... Okay. Italy? Italy's good, though. But, dog, you ever been to the UK? God. They put, like, beans on toast over there.
to get spices from Asia and make a lot of money?
No, I wanted to explore the world and see things that nobody where I'm from had ever seen before.
Yes, he wanted money. That is why he sponsored his trip, because he didn't want to pay for it himself, because he wanted to gain profit from his trip. Like, you could... coming from a conservative source, I don't see why being greedy would be a bad thing.
But I didn't have enough money for a crazy sea adventure, so I had to get a sponsor. I needed to convince a really rich
Audiobook.
person to pay for my trips.
Ah, so you had to be persuasive and tell somebody that paying for your trip would make them even more money. You get to
Yes, and that is why this ship is... That's Russian. That is...
explore, and they get spices and stuff from Asia to sell and make a profit.
Correcto! So since the Muslims had cut off all the land trade routes to Asia and
The Ottomans. The Ottomans. Like that little thing that you put your feet on that is in a chair. The Ottomans. The Ottomans. It wasn't the Muslims. The Ottomans were Muslim, but it wasn't every single one of the fucking Muslims. It was the Ottomans. You dumb bitch. There were a bunch of Muslims in Africa who had nothing to do with this. You're just fucking stupid.
we Europeans still wanted Asian things,
But of course, this is just meant to, you know, be like race war, race war, race war, race war, race war.
came up with a crazy plan to get there by sailing west.
Why was that crazy?
Because no one knew if it could be done.
Is that because people thought the world was flat?
No, that's a myth. Since the time of
Okay, based PragerU here. Wow, they were actually correct. They were correct about something. What is this map?
the ancient Greeks,
What is going on here? Whoa. This is like 3 pixels? And what kind of artificial anti-aliasing smoothing is going on here? It looks like they put a Gaussian blur over just this part. They're like, fuck. The borders are really smut. What is this? Dude. Oh my god.
Greeks, educated people have known the world is round and could possibly be sailed around. But Earth was believed to be so big that with so much ocean between Europe and Asia, no way could the ship hold enough food and water for its crew to survive a west.
We knew the size of the Earth, you dumbass. Fucking ancient Egyptians knew it. Like, they didn't think the Earth was so big that you just like wouldn't last. The ancient Egyptians in like 4 million BC were like, let me use these 2 huge pillars and the sun to calculate the circumference of the Earth. And then they did it. We already knew how big the world was. We could have like had an estimate, you know? Like, probably dumbasses thought the world was super huge, but anybody worth their salt would have like been able to say, okay, the circumference of the world is 40 million I don't know.
Westward journey between the continents.
You thought differently?
I did my own calculations and thought maybe could be done. I might have played with the numbers a bit, but I was desperate to give it a try.
Sounds like your sponsor needed to be desperate too.
I first asked the King of Portugal, but his advisors told him my plan would never work, so he said no. Then I tried Spain, and they said no too. But after 6 years of bugging their king and queen, Ferdinand and Isabella, I finally got them to agree to pay for my voyage west out to the great unknown.
It took 6 years?
Why did they finally give in?
Only they can know for sure. But it's probably no coincidence that after hundreds of years of fighting to kick the Muslim invaders out of their country,
The Ottomans! The Ottomans! The Ottomans!
in what was known as the Reconquista, the Spanish monarchs sent me on a mission to find new trade routes and maybe even find gold and riches.
So Spain was broke and needed money. They were desperate.
You said it, not me. But Ferdinand and Isabella took a wild chance on my crazy idea. And here we are! I'm now sailing back to Spain to show off all kinds of amazing things I found and tell of the wonders of the lands I've seen.
There's these people that are brown and they have tobacco, and here's an acre of their skin, and here's a house that I pillaged.
Okay, now that we have the backstory, we've got some questions. There are a lot of people in our time upset about how you acted once you found all these amazing things in these new lands.
Ah, that's right. You said I'm controversial.
You have no idea.
I've got nothing to hide. Ask away.
Okay, first, your sailing plan was right and all your doubters were wrong?
Well, they were wrong that my crew and I were going to die because after 10 weeks of sailing west, we spotted land.
Your trip was 10 weeks?
You can't even handle a 2-hour car ride.
Ah, greatness requires patience.
You know the land you found wasn't India, right?
Really? Caramba! I suspected something was a little off, but my calculations suggested I had reached India, or at least the Far East.
So what happened when you met the native people, who obviously discovered the land before you did? The Indians?
The first people we met were great. The Taino. They were peaceful, curious, and really helpful. I could tell right away that they were highly intelligent. They even
Then I gave them blankets and I had them all killed and I enslaved them.
were able to quickly mimic everything we said to them. I ordered my men to treat them well.
I'm sorry, Mr. Columbus, but I heard at school that you spoiled paradise and you brought slavery and murder to peaceful people.
Leo?
True.
Sorry. It's what I read and heard at school.
Caramba! Those are some accusations. The
True
place I
ones.
discovered was beautiful.
You are a slaver. Nuh-uh.
But it wasn't exactly a paradise of civilization, and the native people were far from peaceful.
But you just said the Taino were peaceful.
They pretty much are. But there are other tribes who aren't. The Taino I had met had cuts and scars and bruises all over them. I asked why, and they told me about the Caribs, who are vicious, warring cannibals.
Cannibals?
And for that, they deserve to be enslaved.
Like they
Eat people, see,
Whoa!
right? Hey, all the things that are bad in the world I come from, jealousy, lying.
So, let's see. Europeans. Let's see. European coffin eater. Eating. Hold on. I'm looking for something specific here. Hold on. Did Europeans eat dead? Did European kings eat mummies? Eating mummies seemed a royalty appropriate medicine, as doctors claimed mummia was made from pharaohs. It seems like you're real familiar. Seems like you're real familiar. Until 1909. They were doing this until like 120 years ago. You're real familiar with cannibalism.
Murder, war, it all exists in the land I just found too.
And that makes it right for me to enslave them.
In Europe, we draw the line at things like eating people and human sacrifice. Some of the native folks from where I just left do those things regularly. So, these people in your time who think it was a peaceful paradise are misinformed. Or lying.
Yeah, but what about slavery? You didn't deny that.
Deny? No. Slavery is as old as time and has taken place in every corner of the world.
Here's the thing. George Washington, slave owner. A lot of other people, slave owners. There was a good amount of people that I would consider a net good on the world who owned slaves. Christopher Columbus is not one of them. Why is this? He discovered America. Well, Christopher Columbus is a man who, as I said earlier, found an island, found people on the island, enslaved them, made them burn their houses down, and made them turn it into farmland. This is a man who would batter and abuse his slaves to a point where he was criticized at the time for how poorly he treated his slaves. That is how terrible this man was.
Even amongst the people I just left. Being taken as a slave is better than being killed, no? I don't.
Honestly, if I was taken as a slave, first opportunity I'm getting, I'm getting off that ship. I'm just drowning myself. I'd rather die.
See the problem.
Well, in our time, we view slavery as being
Hold on, what?
Killed, no? I don't see the problem.
Yeah, I don't see the problem with slavery.
Well, in our time, we view
Also, this is assuming that the only alternative to slavery is dying, which me personally, I'm alive and not a slave. So point debunked.
slavery as being evil and terrible.
Ah, magnifico. That's wonderful. I am glad humanity has reached such a time. But you said you're from 500 years in the future? How can you come here to the 15th century and judge me by your standards from the 21st century?
Moral relativism is cringe. Boo. Every single hero that we have in the world should be put under a critical scope and should be understood for both the bads and the goods that they have done. I'm sure Spartacus was a pretty bad dude. I'm sure the guys who I'm sure a lot of the Minutemen weren't the best people. I'm sure some Union soldiers weren't good people. Moral relativism is cringe. Everything should be looked up in a critical view.
For those in the future to look back and do this is, well...
Except for General Sherman. He was based as fuck, and he should have gone harder on the Southerners.
Estúpido.
Are you calling me dumb?
Certainly not. I can tell you're a very smart young lady. But the idea of throwing away the past because of your present values is... Listen, I love...
You're not throwing away the past, you're criticizing it. Very two different things.
And am thankful for the ancient Greeks. But they did lots of things that here in 1493 I do not agree with. They permitted lifestyles and worshiped God.
Like slavery? Oh, no way. Hold on, did I just hear lifestyles? Hold the fuck on.
In 1493, I do not agree with. They permitted lifestyles and worshiped gods that, as a Christian, I think is very bad. But
we got a bigger condemnation of homosexuality than we did of slavery.
But that doesn't mean I shouldn't respect and honor all the incredible and amazing things they did.
So, good and bad is based on the time you live in?
That
No.
is a great question. I told you I knew you were smart. Some things are clearly bad, no matter when they happen.
Like slavery.
But for
John Brown figured it out. You can too.
other things, before you judge, you must ask yourself, what did the culture and society of the time treat as no big deal? Not everyone can time travel as you do and see how normal becomes very not normal.
Some things are, some things aren't. Sounds complicated.
It is, and so is life. And history can be too. If people in your time want to celebrate me for being a perfect hero, then they are very mistaken. Only my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ is perfect. And I hope to spread his teaching to all the lands I find that don't know his name. But if people in your
How are you going to do that, Christopher?
time want to celebrate the guts I had to get this journey approved, start it, survive it, and get back to tell about it, well, that seems pretty good for any time and age.
I think you're right. Thanks for answering our questions, Mr. Columbus.
You're a courageous explorer, and you've given me a lot to think about. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, kids. Now, let me lock you up and show you to the King and Queen of Spain. Just kidding. Safe travels, my friends.
Bye.
Columbus sure had a crazy life.
He made 3 more journeys across the ocean to the New World.
And it seems like most of the negative reports about him come from people who were his competition for things.
I don't think Christopher Columbus was a villain. And maybe he wasn't a hero, but he sure did some heroic things that are definitely worth celebrating.
And a lot of the things we judge him for now were just normal in his time. You never know, Leo. Maybe some of the things we're told are fine today will be considered evil or crazy in the future. But being courageous and wanting to explore the world are things worth admiring in any century.
1,000-yard stare. But yeah, this is what the wrong button. Hey. This is what they want shown to your kids. This is what they want your kids to think. People who, you know, are planning on having children who live in the South, or the small bit of my audience that do have children. This is what they're showing to y'all. This is what they want y'all to learn. So be wary, you know. Approve of what your child is learning. Make sure that it is from a good source. because you can't trust Southern Republican schools. Just plain and simple, you can't trust them. They are indoctrinating your children. All right, that's segment 2 done. These are coming out longer than I thought they would be, which is nice. It's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. But it'll definitely be good for the content, which is nice. Which is quite swag even. But let me see. Next up, I got kind of an older video. But I saw some discourse about it about 10 days ago at this point. But yeah. All right, segment 3. Let's go. All right. So, is trans-inclusive misogyny still misogyny? Yes. However, I do believe that trans-inclusive misogyny is a little better than just blanket misogyny. The acknowledgement that a trans woman is indeed a woman is, you know, a little more progressive than misogynists typically get. And for that, I would like to congratulate this guy. However, this is a strange video. It's an ad for an adult and some adult entertainers who I assume made content together or something. But let's see what's going on. Let's see what happened. Let's go.
5 things I wish I would have known before dating a trans woman. Number 1, this girl is every bit of a woman, and then some.
Based and true. Okay. So far we're good.
Think of her as that Happy Meal with the extra special toy that you haven't played with yet. Number
I don't know about that one. It's more funny than anything.
2, you say, hey Adam, I've already got that toy to play with myself. Why would we need a second toy to play with at the same time? Did we need a second Ace Ventura Pet Detective movie? Did the Chappelle Show need a second season? Did we really need to clone Kanye West to make a second? Wait, that's a bad example. But moral of the story is, good things come in twos. Number 3, you ever have one of those nights where you want to have a little bit of fun, but your schlong or chimichanga doesn't want to show up to the big game? Well, who better to understand than a woman who has dealt with those same complications?
I don't have those complications. I think that's a you problem, buddy. Not to shame, not to disability shame. I think that's you.
So now when she says, oh, it's okay, babe, it looks cute, you know she's coming from a place of empathy and not pity.
If you, by default, think that when a woman is trying to, like, you know, pick up your spirit whenever you're down in the dumps is pity, especially in a sexual context, when you think that's pity, I don't know. That's a little misogynist, you know, just a little.
Number 4, no, this does not make you gay. Listen, this is a little bit different than those sleepovers you and your bros used to have when you were younger. That was a little gay. Being with a woman of any kind means every part of her is feminine. And while I can't fully explain it, that feminine energy is the hottest thing in the world. You'll figure everything else out later. Number 5, this is a woman, and a very powerful woman, that's been through a lot to work towards the body and image that she identifies as. So if you want a conversation with sustenance, and not just a conversation about the avocado toast she had earlier, spend some time with a trans woman and you'll meet one of the most beautiful women you've ever met.
So, obviously, this is one of the most beautiful women on the earth. Just point blank, period. This is one of the most attractive women on the earth. This is a, like, 0.5% attractive woman who just so happens to be trans. Now, why is this misogynist? Some may ask. And I feel the attractiveness here, the valuing of her as an attractive thing, not as a woman, but as an appealing thing, and there's nothing wrong with looking at something as attractive and appealing. However, when you do that to where that is solely what they are, that is where we start to get to the problem where it's misogyny. It is dude bro inclusion. It's still inclusion, but it could be better, you know? Dude bro inclusion is still inclusion. But we can do better, you know? I don't think a trans woman's identity is focused around if she is attractive or not. And I don't think a trans woman's identity is focused around if she has gotten body work done. I think her identity is, you know, informed by herself, is instated by herself, and whatever she says or he says or they say should be respected as it is. I dislike people saying like king shit, you know? But you know, we but God, dude. The fucking Twitter is such a hellscape. I dislike the people saying like king shit, debut inclusion, because I don't think they really think about it hard enough. Is this inclusion? Yes. Is it harmful? Yes. However, it's not as harmful as just, you know, saying boo, boo, boo trans person is. And I feel like whenever we get to the point where we acknowledge that, that is when we can have a real conversation about this. We got a little short one. Got a little short segment. Let me see. I might have another short one here. Ooh, I really want to talk about this. I really want to talk about this. Ooh. It's really something. I think this is the last segment for today. I think it is. I probably shouldn't drink that. I think this is the last segment for the day. And then I'm turning off stream for the night. White woman with dreads. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, this person has been going viral on TikTok. 1.7 million likes. Probably going to be more by the time I upload this video. But I've seen nobody talk about this. White woman with dreads, and that probably is where she lives. She probably lives in that van. This is a textbook case of appropriation. This is what, from now on, when I show people the difference between appropriation and appreciation, this is what I'm going to show people. Like, let's see. We have appropriation here. Okay. We have appropriation here. Yeah. And then we have appreciation. Okay, but on a serious note, this person is incredibly annoying, and I think you can tell that just by looking at this. But I'm gonna let this play.
I'm well aware that I attract what I allow in. I am a vibration, people can tune in.
So, some of us who are more, you know, into the music sphere might know an artist by the name of No Name. Oh, it's still big. So who is No Name? No Name is a progressive black woman rapper who has taken the great majority of her career to trying to rebalance the world, and has recently, faltered a little bit, but I believe she's a net good on the world. This is Shannon Blake, who has taken No Name Sound, just ripped it away, and decided it's mine. For those of us who want to listen to a No Name song, it happened, yeah, No Name did it again. Let's see. Let's go.
Wait a minute, really questioning every god, religion, kind bitches. Maybe this is an entrance before you get to the river. I heaven before the heathen, no reason for you to like me. Maybe this your wife, you just went in to clean divorce. Today he ain't really yours.
I'm sure you hear the similarities. Maybe not the best song. Size back. Oh no. Oh no. Let's restart the segment. Nothing happened. If anyone asks, nothing happened.
I'm well aware.
Let's restart the segment. So this person. Nope, it didn't happen again. Nope. We're restarting the segment from scratch. Nope. It didn't happen again. Nope. This person is annoying. Point blank period. I'm sure you can tell by the, white woman with dreads who has a dream catcher, who has a bunch of tattoos and does body paint and wears stuff like this and lives in a van aesthetic. But I'm sure you already could tell. But just in case you didn't know, this person is annoying. Let's take a sniff of what she got to say.
I'm well aware that I attract what I allow in. I am a vibration, people can tune in. I broadcast, I am love, I am abundance.
So, who is this? This is Shannon Blake. And for those of us who are more familiar with music may say, who does this sound like? And some of us may think, oh, it sounds kind of like No Name. Now, No Name is a overwhelmingly net good on the world. She is a progressive rapper, which is really refreshing to see in a rap space where it is predominantly apolitical, I will say, especially in the mainstream. No Name is very refreshing. And recently she's faltered a little bit, having Jay Luck on her album. But I believe she's a net good on the world. This is Shannon Blake. Let's see, what do these two sound like back to back?
I really questioning every god, religion, kind bitches. Maybe this is an entrance before you get to the river. I heaven before the heathen, no reason for you to like me. Maybe this your wife, you just went in to clean. Like wow, run. Mama say come home before the street lights do. Ice cream on my front porch and my new football and my A1s too. Watch it.
So as you can see, there's some similarity here. And this is, from now on, what I am going to show people when they ask the difference between appropriation and appreciation. On this side, we have appropriation. And on the other side, we have appreciation. Yeet is a white man who has taken a large amount of success from his appreciation of a traditionally black space and a traditionally black underground. However, his great appreciation for this space has led to immense success among people like Destroy Lonely, Ken Carson, the whole Opium label, and others like Dom Corleo, who I believe is also white, and Can, Opium, basically. This is a person who has just taken No Name sound and said, just taking it. It said, it's mine now. You're not getting it back. You're not getting it back. There's a big difference here. This is appropriation. This is textbook. I don't even really think I have to further explain it.
I am an armor made the golden light I trusted. My spirit guides, they help me land upon the best path. I'm learning.
Now, I firmly believe that this woman believes every single word she says, and firmly believes her heart is in the right place, and I am here to tell her it's not. Your heart is not in the right place. Maybe do some self-reflection. Every single person who has this aesthetic is a bad person. Nobody who looks like this is a good person. She has clearly committed her whole life into, instead of being herself, she looks at another culture. She looks at Native American culture. She looks at black culture. She looks at poor culture. She looks at ecologist culture, I guess, or eco-friendly culture, and she says, "Give me that." She's like, "Give me that. Give me that. Give me that right now." She looks at all these things and she takes them. And she only takes the good parts. She takes what she likes. She doesn't learn an appreciation for it. She takes what she likes and she goes with that.
How to navigate being an empath. Sometimes the red flags look green. I forget that I'm me, then I remember I'm the path. Sometimes the red flags look green. I forget that I'm me, then I remember I'm the farmer that's been planting all the seeds. I meditate.
That's not what she sounds like. That's not her accent. She is putting on a black accent for a rap song. Want to know what you think, want to know what you do, and they don't think you know, but they know what you do, aka YouTube. Real and true and based. She's putting on a black accent for this song. That's not what she sounds like at all. Let me see if I can get something of her speaking.
I like manifest.
Took a little bit of ice, a little bit.
Hold on.
I'm well aware that
Oh
I
my
attract.
God. Just this again. Where's her speaking?
I'm well aware that
Oh my God, does she not speak?
I'm a bad bitch, powerful.
Does she not speak?
I'm a bad bitch, powerful
Does she
and
not-
savage. Active.
Does she not speak?
Took a little bit of ice.
Does she not speak?
Still on those meds, huh?
Yeah, they helped me.
Okay, well, have a blessed night. Like and subscribe. Based and true. Everyone should do that. And based on our current congressional hearings, only thing left is for ETs to reveal themselves. Then every single piece of toilet paper on the planet would be gone. Message retract. Oh. I don't know. I'll think about that one. But this is a woman who has put on a black accent to make a rap song, and that alone should really, you know.
999, I feel free. Ho'oponopono, please forgive, cause I am sorry. Yes, I forgive and I let go because I love you. Yes, I forgive and I let go because I love me. I know I'm well aware that.
White. I still can't find a video of her speaking. Does she just not speak? Does she only put on a black accent and sing? Is that all she does? I guess so. I'm pretty sure this beat is stolen. I've heard this beat before.
That I attract what I allow in. I am a vibration, people can tune in.
If not, I've heard the exact same sample 40,000 times.
I'm well aware that I attract what I.
Maybe somebody who can tell you a little better than me. Let's see.
I'm well aware that I attract what I allow in.
But it's literally just this. But this woman has made a career off of just stealing native art, stealing black art, stealing other things, and just saying mine now. And that's pretty scummy, I think. All right, well, that is the stream for tonight. I will be editing these, and hopefully they'll